Right now, without realizing it, you are performing. Not on a stage, not in front of a camera, just here, existing, and still performing. Your posture shifted slightly when someone walked into the room. Your voice changed when you picked up the phone. You chose those words, that expression, that version of a laugh, and you did all of it automatically, completely without thinking. So here is the question that should unsettle you. If you are always performing, which version of you is actually real? In the 1950s, a sociologist named Erving Goffman made an observation that changed how scientists understand human behavior. He called it dramaturgical theory. The idea was simple and devastating. Every human being, in every social situation, is an actor, not a liar, not a fake, an actor. You have a front stage, the version of you that exists when other people are watching, and you have a backstage, the version that only comes out when no one is there. Think about your morning. Alone in your bathroom, you are one person. The moment someone else enters, a partner, a roommate, anyone, something shifts. Your face adjusts, your shoulders change, your voice finds a different register. You did not decide to do any of that. Your brain did it for you. Psychologist Erving Goffman called this impression management. Your brain is constantly running a calculation in the background. Who is in this room? What do they expect? What version of me serves this moment best? It is not manipulation. It is something far older than that. Your ancestors survived because they could read a social room. The ones who could not, who said the wrong thing to the wrong person in the tribe, who failed to perform submission to someone more powerful, who could not mask fear when fear would get them killed. Those ancestors did not pass their genes forward. You are descended from the performers, every single one of them. Researcher Mark Leary at Duke University studied what he called self-presentation across hundreds of social experiments. His finding was stark. Human beings spend a significant portion of every waking hour managing how they appear to others. Not consciously, not deliberately, just constantly, quietly, automatically, like breathing. And here is where it gets strange. The performance does not stop when you are alone. Studies on inner speech, the voice inside your head, show that even in private, people narrate their lives as if someone is watching. You rehearse arguments. You replay conversations. You imagine how someone else would react to what you are thinking. You are performing for an invisible audience that never leaves. Psychologists call this the imaginary audience effect. It was first described in adolescence, but research has since shown it does not go away in adulthood. It just becomes quieter, more refined. The imaginary audience grows up with you. So what does this mean for who you actually are? Here is the counterintuitive answer that the research keeps pointing toward. The performance is not hiding the real you. The performance is part of the real you. Human beings are not social creatures who sometimes perform. Human beings are performing creatures who sometimes get to rest. The backstage is not more authentic than the front stage. It is just a different scene, a different audience, even if that audience is only yourself. Philosopher Charles Taylor called this the social self, the idea that identity is not something you discover alone, buried inside you like a treasure. It is something that emerges in relation to others. You are not a fixed thing that performs in public. You are something that forms through performance, over and over, for your entire life. The next time you catch yourself adjusting, your voice, your posture, your laugh, Do not feel embarrassed. Feel something closer to awe. That reflex is millions of years old. It is the accumulated survival wisdom of every ancestor who read a room correctly and lived to have children. You are not being fake. You are being human. And that is exactly what the real you has always done.